Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raid Shadows. Hopefully you guys are well and you're looking after yourselves. Again, I am doing pretty well actually, just in the middle of moving. So tomorrow's video might not have a webcam available for that video. So I'm going to apologize now for that. Anyway, let's get into today's video. I've really just been on Spud's account, right? I've rebuilt his Fire Knight hard 6. Before you go and click off this, I'll add chapters below, but this is a complete free to play, and this is only involving one legendary, okay? And this is involving Apothecary as a rare for Fire Knight. So I'm really impressed with this team. Speed requirements not super crazy as well. I will explain the whole breakdown, and the presets again not super crazy. So as long as you have a G-Nut, you will make this team work pretty well. This is an in-game comp at the end of the day, so it will be a little bit gear intensive, but I don't feel like it's too crazy, okay? So let's get into it. Let me go showcase the team and Mr. Apothecary. I was really impressed to find Apothecary. I was kind of struggling a little bit because the Void Legendary from the Epics, sorry, the Void Legendary from the Barbarians isn't booked. We only had 3 books on the account. Obviously, I'm not going to go turn around and say to him, can you go buy a book pack to make it work? And he has need to be booked. The Void Legendary, that is a free to play as well. So let's go and run this team, and let's go and run this team, and then we'll have a look at the stats and substats and stuff like that. Okay, so as this run is going, we're going to go through it pretty quickly. So we have obviously 2 increased speeds. We're going to do a AoE freeze and just kind of lock them all out and do their thing, and really just try and get through the wave as much as we can. AoE freeze, obviously super safe. We have got a bolster set on here on Stag Knight. This wasn't required. The reason why I added it just to make it a bit safe on the waves, because I have seen the waves in Fire Knight to be a little bit tough on people's accounts. So I always add a bolster or shield set. So whatever Fire Knight team you're trying to do, my recommendation is always put a bolster or shield set on there, so you can take a little bit of damage if you get resisted on like freezes, or if you're a bit thin on CC, depending on the comps you're taking. So as you can see, we get we get through to the first wave very quickly. We're going to get through the second wave very quickly. At the moment, this is 100% comp, which is super cool. I'm going to be honest, it's not going to be 100% comp. It's going to be like 99, because you always got that 3% in the game. So if the freeze or something gets resisted on the boss or on one of the waves, you could possibly die. But again, you're going to fail probably like 1 in 1,000 runs. So again, I can't see this being like a major problem, and I recommend to anyone that has the type of gear to do this, right? Apothecary is still level 55, and I feel like it's always impressive to kind of just have that that rare in there, right? It's hard dungeons, one of the hardest dungeons in Raid, and we brought in a rare just to do a job. So we will do this pretty standardly. Obviously, we are taking Phantom Touch as blessings on everyone, and we have 2 Relentless sets, which again, Relentless sets will make it slower, but make it safer. So just kind of bear that in mind. You don't want G-Nut to do that though, but it will slow us down a little bit. You could take the risk of building 70% critical rate on everyone. However, we haven't done that. The gear is a bit more, it's pretty good on this account, so we don't need to do that, right? I'd rather just come in with 100% critical rate on everyone and not worrying about that weak hitters and stuff like that. We're not critting, right? So as you can see, we did actually get resisted there on G-Nut on one of them, but again, the Relentless procs, right? 3 times. Lovely. Lovely. That's what we want to see. Relentless doing some work there for sure. And then we got the 2 speeds up as well. We've got decreased speed. You've got the weaken. You've got the decreased defense. It's all kind of just fitting in there as the perfect duo, right? So the fastest at the moment we've got is 2 minutes 27, and this one is like 2 minutes 47, 45. So it's not super fast, but bear in mind we are only using 1 void legendary. So I feel like that's pretty good, you know, like can't really complain. Let me bring in the stats for you for this. I kind of just want to show you this, guys. So I did find this on How Hades Tool, the speed tune, and we kind of just worked with it. So I really actually just wanted to bring you this speed tune because I think it's like super cool to have this. So as you can see here, we have a 100% here, over 109 runs, and it is averaging at 2 minutes and 21. So yeah, not super fast, but not super slow, right? It does say 100% there. I will tell you from my personal experience, there is no 100% team right now in Finite. All right, I've done enough takeovers, I've done enough work in this raid game to know when something is 100% of stuff. Obviously, as well, the higher blessings you got, the easier you can get this boss down. That's no more to worth say that. The blessings on these champions are quite fairly low. We've got a couple of frees, but that's about it. Again, it will get safer the higher blessings you got. Remember, if you've got increased defense as well, take that new blessing as well. I think it's like a shield breaker or something like that, to help get the shield down faster. I can't remember which one it is, but I know a lot of content creators and stuff like that have spoken out. I'm not covering it myself because I've not really had the opportunity to cover it. Anyway, let's go and show you the presets quickly, and I will stop gambling as much, or rambling, as you want to say. We've got lovely speed tune. We do have extra speed, so don't go by speeds. We're going to break this down in the gear, but for basically on the presets for Apothecary, you're just going to leave them open, and then you're going to press the open on the A1, right? It's a 3-hitter, Phantom Touch procs, that's going to be a 4-hitter. Then we've got, again, Stagnite, really simple. Just going to come in with the A1, try and land a decreased speed if you can. And then Ferric and the Fat, you're going to turn off the A2, open with the A3, turn off the A3 on the second wave, and then leave it as normal on that as well. And then our freeze guy, he's just going to do where he does best, and then you're just going to use the Frost Bark Blade on the A1 against the boss on the third turn. And then again, Mr. G-Nuts is going to do the exact same. You're going to do with the Mighty A1 here for the freeze, and then you're just going to leave the blessing locked out and turned off, and then open with A2, and that's about it. You can do the same here if you wanted, but you can also leave that on. You will get the cycle back in time. So that's the presets. Presets are pretty normal, pretty average. Let's start off with the only legendary in the comp, and stuff like that. So we are oiled. You don't need to be fully oiled, depending on how good your gear is. We're going to go on to finite, so we do have some extra stats. Honestly, speed and accuracy are probably the best two. Ignore defense again. I spoke about this in a video last week, where ignore defense, if you can get the 20%, add a crawl for 5%, you replace the savage across the board, opening up stuff like relentless and stuff like that. But just bearing in mind, relentless can break speed tunes, and it can slow you down, so just bear that in mind. Anyway, so we have 20 extra speed, so the speed tune here is 263, critical damage 300, obviously crit caps, which we need to be, and an accuracy coming in at 360. Like a little bit more accuracy that will come when the Great Hall's done. He's maxed out his speed first, so he's not going to worry about breaking the speed tune, which is super cool. And then the defense is pretty average. I would like a bit more defense and HP, but at the moment we're super safe. If we can get more with the blessings, which we're taking to 4,000, which is pretty standard for in-game account. But again, if you can get some refresh in there as well, you'll be looking at the perfect build. So what we got a accuracy, critical damage, defense. We have speed, resistance. Now we only took this because we really had to. Not a perfect build, right? So we've got defense here, and then we've got critical damage, critical rate. And again, the ascended stats are not ideal, but again, in the future, this is just a temporary team for Spud, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Let's go ahead and turn off my camera quickly. I would personally go down the support tree, but these masteries worked, so I'm not going to sit here and reset masteries. We've got 200. I use like 300 already, reset masteries. We have critical rate as well. Sorry, not critical rate. We have Cycle of Violence, which super helps. Giant Slayer for the A1 and the E3. Life Drinker 2, just to give it a bit more heal, even if he does heal nicely. So again, probably not the ideal masteries here. I definitely wouldn't take blast proof. I would probably just go like here. So I'd probably go here, blast proof, 1 for resurgent, delay, and then this if you wanted, but I would personally just go and take the extra accuracy. So again, not the ideal build, but that's what we want to see. I think it's always kind of see a little bit of crooked masteries, a little bit of crooked things, and show you that it's not perfect, right? And it still works, and that's good, right? We're saving resources. So anyway, masteries. So again, we're gonna go ahead and just pop myself in the middle, and stuff like that. So we do have lasting gifts. We have cyclo magic. Lasting gifts not really needed that much. Evil eye not really needed. You could take law steel, but extra accuracy here, pretty nice. And then we got a few damage masteries here. Again, I just copied it from them, from the website. I don't necessarily guarantee, if I don't believe like they're the best masteries. Okay, so then again we've got relentless here across the board. So we're going to go through the gear very quickly so don't make this video too long. And then these is the correct speed tune. Now the speed tune did have like 6 more speed, but the boots are not fully ascended, and that's cool. Like they don't need to be fully ascended. I've done a couple of runs now, so this can go to 280 speed, but I wouldn't go any faster than that. We have just under 280 critical damage. The more critical damage, the better. We have plenty of accuracy at 395 so we could lower the accuracy, go more critical damage in the future, and probably look at that a bit more. And then a bit more attack and the bear me a second, a bit more attack, and stuff like that. Sorry, I had it on the wrong one, right? That's okay. So we got the right stats now. So we actually have 273 critical damage. My bad. It's good to see that the stats are lower there, just to make it look a little bit more nice, right? Like, you know, it's just nice to kind of see like average builds. I feel like they're very average. We have Apothecary here with just basically like broken set gear. We have 3-piece protection, which gives him extra speed, and like 2-piece immunity, and like a rare champion. Pretty much, enough. Everyone's got 6-starred. Anyway, we got good critical damage. We got good speed at 340. He is the highest one of speed, and it's a bit speed demanding this one, but again, most of us can hit this at end game. And then good defense and good HP. So again, kind of remember that the critical damage and stuff doesn't really matter. I won't worry about too much about the heal. We have Giant Slayer as the tier 6 mastery. Obviously, that's super cool. And then we have Cycle of Violence, stuff like that. Again, mastery is not super crazy good, but just copying what's on the website already on that team speed comp. So it is what it is. Again, Blessing, Phantom Touch, again, super cool. And then you just want to go like defense, HP along the bottom with speed sub stats. And then same here with speed sub stats and stuff like that. So again, super, super easy, super cool. So we have got Apothecary, who else was on the team. We've done Gina. Okay, let's do Falcon of Fat and then Stagnite. So Batman we've got here. Again, no savage, anything like that. It's just pretty standard build. Again, just worry about the speed here. Get this correct speed tuning, so 243, he is the lowest. You do want to make sure that you've got these in order as well, because of how ally attack works. So again, focus the order that we got people in. Make sure they're correct. It might affect your ability of not clearing the content. I have added some extra critical damage to this build than the speed tune was, but just because we could, and stuff like that. So again, a bit of extra attack and stuff like that. We added onto the build, just get a bit of extra damage. And then these are the masteries you kind of want to take. Cyclo Magic, definitely really cool. I would take this one as well if I had a chance for rapid response. And then like Master Hex, good for the defense. And then just the slight masteries there. Again, simple like tack or accuracy and stuff like that. Like you don't need to be a genius for this. It's pretty simple. And then it's Stagnite, right? Like Stagnite's pretty impressive build. You know, the critical damage you don't need on everyone, like that's just a bonus. So depending on how good your gear is, you could cut out the critical damage. Just bear in mind it's just gonna be a slower run, around about 3 minutes 30 or something like that. But if you clear in Finite 6, it's a pretty big jump from like stage 1 or stage 25. So again, these are the speeds we got. So Stagnite's coming in at 270, 200 critical damage, 300 accuracy. Again, I would like to see a bit more accuracy, about 320. So 350, which is what I'd like to see. We do have a counter attack piece there, which is not needed. It's just nice. And then we have a bolster, again, not needed. It's just added extra protection. You could actually turn this from War Master to Eagle Eye if you're struggling on the accuracy substat. I can't see people struggling on it too much, but you never know. Okay. Anyway, so this is the Finite Showcase then, right? Super nice team, very free to play, very free to most of us. Like most of us in-game players did go for G-Nut. And yeah, so can he be replaced? I feel like G-Nut can be replaced anyway with this, with the Void Barbarian Legendary that you can get in the Bazaar, because he does hit pretty hard, but again, and he also brings freeze. Again, he won't be 100%, and it won't be super fast. It'll be like 4 minutes if you use him. So you can replace G-Nut with him as well. So just kind of bear that in mind, and don't let G-Nut be the barrier to that. And there's nothing really I can do if you don't have the Void Legendary. You just have to go and get him. He's, you know, everyone can access him. So it's one of them ones. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate that I might be rambling on a bit longer, but just giving you the general content idea of this. I generally would like to see you to subscribe, hit a like, and comment down below on what you think about this team, or what team you are running on Fire Night. Anyway, I've been Grim Reaper. I'll let you guys go. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.